Okay, we're finally ready to start this. Jeez. I am Zeos Pantera, the host of In Ear Fetish. That is a wallpaper I've apparently used before, but fitting because Pilgrim Noir. Everything about this whole collab between Effect Audio and Elysian is just black. Here's the original Pilgrim in its normal size box. You can see they just took just give me 50% more box. Perfect. I put the nicest, colorful, nice little video club desk mat on so I'm not losing my mind. And then I made the background match. But these. So the Noir are twice the price of the Pilgrim, which is an issue because the Pilgrims are not cheap. They're $400 for the Pilgrims. And I really like the Pilgrims. You can go watch my review of the Pilgrims. Here they are. They're right here. So now I just spent the last God knows how many minutes listening to the same exact song on repeat. In fact, I got to shut off shuffle now. I got to shut off repeat track and put it back to shuffle. Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers, Never Gonna Give You Up. Straight through on one, then swap it, straight through on another, then swap it, and straight through on one, and then halfway through and then straight, and consistently on the Neo IDSD2, just constantly over and over again. Same tips. I'm using the Duno SS tips. And the conclusion I've come to is the Noirs are better. Whether that's because Effect Audio is using their own cable and they're claiming all sorts of things about their cable and how it's specifically designed. Maybe it was a website that had that. No, that's where the wallpapers live. Anyway, collaborative effort for driver. It's the same design as the original Pilgrim, which is a 1DD3BA, which apparently has hypercore twin thrust modules. My spaceship has that too. There is an upgraded four-way crossover compared presumably to the original Pilgrim. It just says upgraded. Doesn't say what from, but I'm assuming that's what this is. Premium suede leather case, which is really interesting because it is. This smells like a Reebok. If you don't know what Reebok is, go to Models. If you don't know what Models is, Models and Reebok. So it's interesting. It's the same exact size case, just in a bigger box. Enhanced mid-frequency response compared to the OG Pilgrim. I used the word OG. Undampened tubeless on the before. You got to read these at home. Just go home and click the links. Anyway, we're talking about how they sound. Different. On their own, these are amazing IEMs without having to compare them to something else. But since we're comparing them to something else, I got to give you that comparison first. So, the Elysian Pilgrim, very good, solid IEM. Love the way it sounds. Really, $400, right on. The Noir sounds better, warmer, fuller, smoother. I never changed the volume. It was stuck at 70 on this. And the crossover may have more or less efficiency, which might be bringing the volume up slightly. But I wasn't going to start trying to twiddle that out with two dual things. I want to listen more on the Noir than I do on the normal Pilgrim. That's the way this goes. That's the way this goes down. That's all I wanted to find out in the last fucking hour and a half is would I save $400 and listen to the Pilgrim, or would I spend $400 extra and listen to Noir? And then I had to stop thinking in terms of price. And then, because here's the thing, what your budget is not up to me. It's up to you. It's up to your bank. It's up to you who's paying you. If your wife finds out, your husband finds out. Instead, I tried to focus solely on the difference in sound. And then you're going to have to listen to my rant and then decide if that's worth $400. So as we switch through, and Mushoku Tensei, which, by the way, look at this new thing I could do. Bugs. Actually, I don't know if it did it because I'm wearing IEMs, and then it should have put on those speakers. I have the big ones, so I can just preview what I'm listening to. Yeah, I can feel the desk shaking, so it's definitely doing it. That's Mushoku Tensei First C, SEA, and it's fucking so nice. It's again, I'm trying to just ignore the Pilgrim exists for a second and just go back to okay, I spent $800 on Pilgrim Noirs. I'm listening to them. I'm assessing them. This is my music. I'm picking. And there hasn't been a single song that I dislike on them. And that's what $800 does, apparently. Black Magic from Alex. Hold on, I'll skip ahead. Something a little dark and brooding, a little bit of bass response. I want to say, so I will, that the placement of everything in the Noirs is nearly perfect for an IEM. It's not super wide OH5 soundstage, which is the benefit of like the OH5s. It's not super narrow. It's like the stage has been set perfectly for all the different instruments and where the bass level is. It feels tuned properly for an improvement over the original Noir, or the original Pilgrim non-Noir. I mean, I guess it should be something to be celebrated that it's an under $1,000, what I would consider flagship level IEM. A lot of the flagships are all $1,300, $1,500, $1,000 even. At $800 for what this is producing, yeah, I just want to listen to everything on it. I'm waiting still to hear the flaw. And I'm just shuffling. I'm waiting to hear the flaw. I mean, what, we put in the 475 and see if that makes it worse? I don't think it's going to fucking happen. It's so nice. It's just so nice. That's loud. Yeah, we don't lose much going to the Vioelectric. The Vioelectric is like sort of a monster headphone amp and not as smooth and warm and shit as the IFIs are. But yeah, no, it's the same fucking buttery goodness. Buttery. There's a cake song happening. I never get to see your face. Dope. Yeah, there's just a strumming. Wait. That, like, brrring. It's just right here on the side of my face, and it feels so nice. It shouldn't be noir for black. It should be noir for nice. Just say it's nice in some language that we don't know. Klingon. I'm tempted to put on a non-effect audio cable. You know, kind of like my collaboration cable with Effect Audio. Yay, look at Purple Asylum, which is much thicker, by the way, I want to point out. If you're looking for the thickness, Zeos got the thickness. But, like to see if there's a difference. Like, what if I swap the Pilgrim, which would mean that these also are using the new Pentacon. I say new. I think it's been out for a while, but no one uses it. So these are not an MMCX. They're not a 2-pin. They're specifically these like micro Pentacon, which is not the same as the 4.4. So they just sort of pop in. Actually feel a little more secure than it did on the regular Pilgrim. I guess that's not. If you're looking at the benefit, you could unplug it. You know what? Because it's Effect Audio, because they're making it themselves. This is their version of it. It feels more secure. It's a more secure. By the way, here's what they look like. It's legitimately just the original Pilgrim, but black and gold instead of silver. Although it would have been interesting to see him do the black and then like break it down into like the clean rings like they have here. So it's an understated as fuck IEM. Still just using the DD Hi-Fi tips. Now that I've basically decided these are fantastic, I don't know if I want to give them a 10. Because I try to do the actual number, the number game where I'm like, I will give this a numerical value because people love that shit. But do I want to fuck around? Because it's $800, man. I mean, come on, man. It does come with the effects cable with the interchangeable heads. I don't think it has any of those heads with it, though. Unless I'm hallucinating and can't find them. Comes with some spin fit tips in here. I ripped apart the box. I didn't see any. But you can get these and replace them, at least like you can on my Purple Asylum. So if you didn't want to have balanced, you could change it up. When you order it online here, you do get the option to pick between a 3.5 or a 4.4, and I guess you just go and find the specific effect audio con X alternate tip. You can get a 2.5 on this if you really felt like it. So yeah, $799 or 3.5, $799. I'm going to go back to you because IDSD just does something. It's just reviews coming on that in the main channel. It just does something. If I did this, they absolutely don't need a bass boost or a 3D enhancement. But if I put them on, it's like, oh, they can. Oh, they can. Got to cycle through all 3 bass enhancements. I'm trying to laser volume there. Yeah, no. Epic score, rightful air. There's just violin in the left channel. It's just. Actually, I can play this because it's epic score. It's wistful and big, and it's rumbling through my head, and it's just, yes, this is what I expect from a flagship IEM. I'll say this, all right? Ready? I'm gonna break it down into one word, because that's always how the best reviews are done. Character. These have character. They don't feel as dry as like a great IEM that I measures beautifully and I give full thumbs up. They're right here. When I do like a collab, I put a little bit of my stank on it. It's like, you know what? It's too perfect. Smooth it out. Get rid of some of this. Change this. Just give it a flavor. These have a flavor. I can tell someone put flavor on this. So I would. It's certainly not the cheapest collaboration at $800. And when they collaborated with just a cable company, you're thinking like, well, they're just going to stick their cable on it. But there's more to it than that. These are fucking lovely. You can. Oh, die for. This is the Beatles' Imagine string quartet. These are IEMs will definitely bring you to tears if the song is right. I don't know what this song is. Hold on. Okay, it's one of those. That's what I jam to sometimes. Mushoku Tensei, Covert Operation. Audio Slave. Like, nothing has come on. Again, nothing has come on that I'm like, not like, ooh. Ooh, every single track. Ooh. That means something. I had an IEM previous to this that I was like, everything was meh. It was like meh, meh, meh. And this one, it's ooh, ooh, ooh. You can't ask for more than that in a product. Is that every time you change anything, it's ooh. RRR soundtrack. Affinity with Jenny. Jenny. Yeah, I'll give the Pilgrim. Fuck, you're a 10. All right, I don't fucking.
There was a person there who put forth the proposition.
That sounds amazing, by the way. Those speakers sound amazing. Somehow the bookshelves work on a bookshelf. Yeah, no, these are a fucking 10. You know what? They don't come with the tips I like. They don't come with a lot of accessories. But they do everything I want in the sound. The sound, the sound is making up for the lack of other things. They don't even come with the fucking alternate tips for this. Can I get... Oh, God. So I'm going to write 10 in the description. But if you made it to this part of the video, know in my heart it's a 9.5. I don't do 9.5s. This is 9.5. It had, a couple different tip variations, maybe a little more things. If it didn't come, it comes with like a cleaning rag. It obviously comes with one of the nice effect audio cables because that's the collab. But it just, the fucking tips, by the way, yeah. I guess, you know what? My brain is so Swiss cheese from just enjoying them. I just didn't even focus on the fact that, oh, by the way, I'm using now render tips. It's great. They're fucking great. They didn't even waver when I did that. They just kept being great. So marking it a 10, there were 9.5. I wish they came with just a little something else. And also, just a fucking side note, my car gets like 16 miles to the gallon, the big black one, which means it's not great for the environment. Could you please not decide to make the boxes like this is the size difference of the regular Pilgrim and this Pilgrim. It's dumb. I get it. Impressive, but this is the silliest goddamn fucking box size change. Like, how much? What is the volume difference? And they didn't add enough to make it worth that. So there you go. So it's upside down now. My assessment is these are pretty much a fucking 10, almost. I love the way they sound. You know what they remind? I wouldn't even say Nana. I feel like Nana does more technical wild shit. This is just more of a refined Nana. That's for anyone who's got Nana, not the Z-Tune Nana, the original Nana, the OG Nana. This is like a refined version of that. And they're very black. But don't let that bother you. Life and color. Anyway, Wallpaper and the Wallpaper Horde. Patreon subscribe star, please help support this channel. You get to see reviews early, participate in yard sales, hear the sound demos for headphones and speakers, and also ask me a Q&A stuff once a month, unless you're a $10 patron, in which case you can do it anytime you want, all the time. I will see you all in London Can Jam, by the way, where I'm premiering Eris. I need to start baking this into videos, preferably at the start, not the end, where no one is. Hello, if you're here at the end, I'll see you in London, unless you don't live there, in which case I won't see you in London. Anyway, I'm done. Noir. Fucking great. And it's like a full step beyond what original Pilgrim was. Because I couldn't say I loved every single thing that original Pilgrim played. This I do.